Hi guys, so if you've been following my videos lately, you would know that I'm busy with a series of videos for interviews. So I'm just giving you a whole bunch of tips and advice in terms of interviews and how you put your best foot forward. So what I wanted to talk to you today about is these weird psychological riddle type questions that you may get. And if you're in the financial industry, particularly with quants, I think it's quants, they like to give you these really strange questions, particularly the big banks. And just as a side note, if there is a psychologist in the audience, I would love for you to weigh in and give us your insight as to these weird questions. But here's what I'm talking about. So the interviewer will say to you, how many tennis balls can you fit into a limousine? Or put a string around this building, how would you measure it? Or like really, really, really weird questions. And you're kind of going to think, whoa, so as far as I'm concerned, this is just my personal opinion, those interview questions suck. There is nothing to be gained from putting a candidate on the back foot, and that's just my opinion. However, I also believe that in life we have to deal with the cards that we've been dealt. So you have to handle it. Those are the cards you've been dealt. What are you going to do about it? So from my perspective, my advice in terms of how you handle those questions is you simply apply like a logic sequencing. So you don't turn around to the interviewer and say, I believe 5,763 balls will land in that limousine. What they're looking for is they're looking for a psychology behind your answer. So how did you arrive at that conclusion? What factors did you consider? What external factors, what internal factors? How did you get to that decision? Now remember, as much as these are weird interview questions I'm talking about, most interview questions, I want to see how you answer, not so much what you answer. Yeah, what you answer is important, but I'm also looking for that psychology. I'm looking for that emotional intelligence behind how you answer a question. When I ask you a strengths and weaknesses question, for instance, are you comfortable in your delivery? Which tells me you know yourself. Or do you stumble? Have you taken the trouble to prepare? Or are you completely unprepared? So it's that psychology that we're looking for. And I really believe that these riddle questions are the same. It's based on a psychology in terms of how you answer the question. What you answer, not quite as important. That's my 2 cents worth on these weird interview questions. Good luck out there. My name is Chantel Buerta. I'm a recruitment strategist and coach. You can find me on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and on YouTube. I'm also running a 5-day free challenge next week. So if you haven't signed up yet, the link is in the comments. Best you do so.